At the recent 2025 Indonesia Defense Exhibition, Indonesia formalized a significant agreement with Turkish Aerospace Industries for the purchase of 48 Khan fighter jets. These aircraft, still in the early phases of development, are intended to be delivered over a span of 10 years at a total estimated cost of $10 billion United States dollars. The signing ceremony drew top officials from both nations, underlining the importance of the partnership. Attendees included the Indonesian president, defense leadership from both countries, and senior representatives of the Turkish defense sector. The deal represents one of the largest military aviation commitments in Indonesia's recent history. The decision has taken many by surprise. Previously, Indonesia had engaged in talks to procure France's Rafale fighters and had also shown interest in China's J-10C jets. However, dissatisfaction over the performance of Rafale jets in external deployments, particularly in the Indian Air Force, may have led Jakarta to reassess its plans. Rather than choosing between existing fourth-generation platforms, Indonesia made a forward-looking choice by aligning with a fifth-generation program. Interest in the Turkish Khan fighter had been building since a visit by Indonesian President Subianto to Ankara 2 months earlier. During that visit, he reportedly expressed a strong interest in participating in Turkey's stealth aircraft program. While the pace of decision-making was rapid, it seems Jakarta saw a long-term opportunity for strategic cooperation. Despite the symbolic significance of the deal, questions remain about the maturity of Turkey's aerospace capabilities. The Khan jet represents Turkey's first attempt to enter the exclusive fifth-generation fighter category. While the country has found success with unmanned systems like the Bayraktar TB2, transitioning to a manned, stealth-capable jet presents a much greater technological challenge. The Khan program, initiated in 2010 following China's successful J-20 prototype flight, has been in development for over a decade. The aircraft finally made its maiden flight in 2024, but experts suggest that it has not yet met the full performance criteria generally associated with fifth-generation systems, such as advanced stealth, sensor fusion, and supercruise. Turkey's own Air Force is not expected to receive the first batch of Khan fighters until at least 2028. Indonesia's deliveries would follow thereafter, likely extending into the mid-2030s. Whether this timeline can be met is still uncertain, and analysts note that development milestones for such complex platforms often face delays. Furthermore, Indonesia's long-term strategy could be hedging. In addition to the Khan deal, Jakarta had previously signed a partnership with South Korea on the KF-21 Boramae program. That cooperation has faced its own complications, including payment delays that led South Korea to scale back public displays of the collaboration. Indonesia may be aiming to diversify its defense relationships rather than commit entirely to one supplier. In the short term, the country still needs to secure its airspace. Since fifth-generation jets will not be operational for at least a decade, the prospect of acquiring interim aircraft such as the Rafale or J-10C remains on the table. Geopolitical and cultural factors may also be at play. Indonesia, home to the world's largest Muslim population, may see alignment with Turkey, a nation increasingly asserting leadership in the Islamic world, as beneficial beyond just defense. The partnership may offer broader diplomatic and industrial cooperation over time. Nonetheless, while the contract with Turkey has been signed, its fulfillment is far from guaranteed. The development path of fifth-generation fighters is complex and expensive, and questions about the Khan's capabilities and production readiness persist. The coming decade will determine whether Indonesia's bold decision becomes a strategic masterstroke or a cautionary tale.